Hello and welcome to Avio's Journey. It's Friday. Very excited, definitely feeling better, and thrilled to be talking to you today about something that I am very interested in hearing your responses for. Because I found that as voice actors, and I think this is super serious, and is probably at the heart of most of our challenges with getting voiceover work. And that is, if I come up to you and I simply ask you, why should I buy a voiceover from you? Your answer is, that's the question that I think most of us can answer. You might say something like, well, I have superior service, or I have quality audio, or my voice doesn't sound like anybody else's. It's unique. Okay. But all of those things happen after someone buys something from you. What is the reason I should buy a voiceover from you? Because those things I listed, they are expected. They're expectations. They're not, that's not something that is special. It shouldn't be special. It should be expected, right? That should come no matter what. So what is really the point to buy a voiceover from you and not the 100,000 other voice actors? I bring up this question because I really do believe it's at the heart of our challenges for selling our services as voice actors. And this is what I am 100% working on constantly at Avio's Journey Elite Academy and also with Academy Voices, right? Is getting voice actors actual voiceover work. But you have to be able to answer those questions. You have to have a process to be able to answer those questions. Right? It has to be some, and don't get me wrong. You might think, well, what do I actually do differently than everybody else? 9 times out of 10, we're not going to be truly different than everybody else. And that's okay. Most of the stuff for sale in the world is not different. It's not completely unique. All right? There's very little things that are completely unique. But what makes them different is the way you package them, right? It's the result. And I find I wanted to pose that question to you because it's a driving factor in what most of us do, and most of us can't answer that question or it baffles us. And that can be at the heart of your challenges for getting voiceover work. So don't forget, being on a platform is wonderful because you are using what that platform that's figured that out, you're using that name, that brand, that marketing, that strategy they have, that unique selling proposition, if you will, you're using it. But to come up with it on your own for yourself, that's what limits you or sets you free. And my entire goal is getting voice actors work. It's always been that, but I think sometimes even messaging is hard, right? Telling people exactly what to do. And by the way, when you stake your flag, if you will, all right, and you say, I'm going to stand on this, there's also a lot of pressure there, right? Because you can fail. It's easy to kind of just say, I'm a voice actor. I sell voiceovers. Okay, well, what's special about that? There is nothing. Because there's a lot of us doing that, right? What's special about it? And I think gone are the days now that we can just say, well, my voice doesn't sound like anybody else's. That's true. However, there are so many options available to people that it's very few of us who have truly unique sounding voices. And then we know 80% to 90% of that is how you tell a story. not how unique your voice sounds. So so again, what is it that makes someone buy from you from somebody else? And without that message too, we really struggle cutting through the noise of everything. And it doesn't matter what you're selling. Okay? And I think too, because we've talked about this in the academy a lot, especially recently, is that word selling in sales. Please make no doubt, we have to sell. And the better we are at selling, the more successful we will be at voiceover. Because, guys, there's so much voiceover business out there. We know that. We know there's business everywhere. AI is not ruining the business. It's not. It's making it more competitive. In fact, we know a lot of AI businesses are going out of business. Okay, because then they realize, whoop, I gotta charge people, and then the people are realizing, why wouldn't I just continue to work with a real voice actor? It's not ruining the business. It's just another business competitor. But we, as individual business owners ourselves, have to be able to sell. And part of selling is knowing the messaging we need to relate to people to get people to buy from us, to stop and say, wow, why do I want to buy from them? Again, why should I buy a voiceover from you? So anyways, I just wanted to bring that question up, and I want to present it to you. I'm sorry I'm presenting it on Friday. It might rack your brain the whole weekend. You think, God, why would someone buy a voiceover from me? But a lot of us shy away from this question, and we work on other things like our audio and like our profiles and like all this other stuff. But from the very point of what is it that you stand out from everybody else? Okay? And it can't be surface and quality, because that's expected. That's not an exception to the rule. That's expected. It has to be something different than that. Right? And a lot of times that difference can come in the way you package something, the extra services you offer, the unique messaging that goes with what you do. And don't ever forget, people aren't really buying a voiceover from you. They're buying a result. Right? For me, one of the biggest things that I value is my word. Being trustworthy, loyalty, sincerity. These are things that if I believe are my core values, okay, in my life. And I try to relay them in everything I do, whether it's his videos with you, whether it's my voiceovers. That's what people come to me to buy. They don't buy a voiceover from me. They buy trust. Hopefully they're buying sincerity, loyalty, honesty. That's what they're looking for their clients. That's what they're trying to buy. That's a result, okay? Not a voice like the voiceover. They're buying the result. What is it going to do for them? In turn, hopefully, it will get their clients, their customers, their listeners to trust them, to be loyal to them, all right? Which is probably why I work for a lot of corporate banking facilities. I'm not saying they're all trustworthy. They are, but that's what they're trying to buy when they work with me. What is it somebody trying to buy when they work with you? It doesn't have to necessarily can be that. It could be that they, are buying a unique way that you go about, but again, remember, it's a unique way you go about something, but they're buying a result. So in the end, don't ever forget, when you come up with all of this, what is it that someone's actually buying from you? Or what are they hoping to accomplish by buying a voiceover from you? Start there, all right? And then work your way through why, again, should someone buy a voiceover from you? Hope I haven't racked your brain too much, but this is the very things that we're doing. And again, our goal at Avio's Journey Elite Academy, through our online casting platform, Academy Voices, is to actually help voice actors get business through Avio's Journey Elite Academy. Get business, get work. That's the one thing we're all trying to do, is get work. That's what we're doing. We're the only place that does that. But I will point that question to you one more time, and then I'm going to let you go. Why should someone buy a voiceover from you? think about it. Leave a comment below. I'm sure there'll be some funny comments too, and that's okay. All right, we don't have to take ourselves so seriously all the time, and maybe that's what maybe that's what people are trying to buy from you, some excitement. But what is it that they're trying to buy from you? I'd be interested in see some of your thoughts, and it's okay to be like, I have no idea. I'm glad you asked me the question. That's okay too. But that's a question you must answer, and it can be the number one reason why you're not selling your voiceover services. All right, gang, you have an amazing Friday. Check out Avio's Journey Elite Academy. All right, really, I mean, it's the point that we're all here is to get voiceover work. And that's what we're doing at Avio's Journey Elite Academy, is helping you do that. All right, gang, have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.